I'm Ben Lazenby. This is 7.1 Linear Motion in Sport and Exercise Activities. There are three types of motion. They are linear, angular and general, and they are all used during different sporting activities. Linear motion is split up into rectilinear and curvilinear. In rectilinear motion, all particles of the body travel the same distance along parallel straight lines. A sporting example would be a 100-meter sprint race. The runner runs in the same direction the whole way to the end of the race. This is rectilinear motion. The other linear motion is curvilinear, and this involves the movement of the body or an object going in a circular direction at a constant speed. It usually involves a change of direction when it is used in sport. For example, a 200-meter sprint around the curve at the end of the track is curvilinear because your body is rotating along an arc. Another type of motion is angular motion. Angular motion is the motion of a body or body part around a given point of an axis. An example would be a golf swing. The shoulders are rotating along the longitudinal axis to create their angular movement. The arms are moving at an angular motion around the body. The fixed point is the ball, which will be hit on the downwards phase of the swing. The last motion is general motion, and that is a combination of linear and rotational movements. This type of motion is most common in sport, and running is the main typical example of general motion. The run-up for a long jump is general motion because there is linear motion because the body is running in a straight line and the joints are rotating to allow the movement of running. Mass is the amount of matter in an object or its resistance to a change in position or speed in response to a force. Mass depends on the density and volume of an object. Mass relates to a scalar quantity as it has a magnitude but no direction. For example, a football has a mass of 0.43 kg and a shot put has a mass of 6.2 kg. The shot put is greater in density and volume. Weight is the force exerted on the mass of the body by the gravitational pull of the earth. Weight is measured in newtons. The equation for calculating weight is mass times acceleration of gravity equals weight. The acceleration due to gravity on Earth is 9.8 meters per second squared. So for example, if the mass of a bowling ball is 7.26 kg and that is times by 9.8, you will find the weight, which is 71.1 newtons. Vector quantities are described in terms of size and direction. For example, when a football is kicked in a game, the flight of the ball can be considered a vector. You can determine the flight of the ball by seeing the size of the ball and the direction it is going in. Scalar quantities are described only in terms of size. A scalar is a value that has a magnitude. An example of mass describes the amount of matter a body possesses in kg. Some examples of scalars are temperature, mass, kinetic energy, time, amount, density, or charge.